I don't think my oldest daughter is mine and it's taking a toll on me. I already know that this is a terrible thing to think, but it's been on and off in my mind for the past year, so I guess I'll give context to it all. Me, 32 male, and my ex-wife, 32 female, were together for 10 years before I ended the marriage due to verbal and emotional abuse. During those 10 years we had 2 girls that I love with all my heart. Lola, 10 female, is our oldest that we had towards the beginning of our marriage, while Rachel, 8 female, was midway through. I have absolutely no doubts in my mind that Rachel is mine. She is nearly a carbon copy of me in every way, olive skin, curly jet black hair, etc. Lola, however, is a different story. She is a lot like her mother and shares a lot of her features. Except for 2 things, her general face structure, and she has blonde hair. Now for some background on why that is a red flag for me. When we went to community college together, she had a friend, 31 male, who she would always hang out with, almost as much as me and her would hang out. He has blonde hair and their noses eerily line up. Now, my ex and her friend met after our first year of marriage. We got married really young, which was a stupid decision, but besides the fact. Perhaps this is me just being jealous, but they were nearly inseparable. Even after we left college he would drive out great lengths to come see us, but usually when I was at work. About a little less than 3 years into our marriage we were set to leave for another state so I can finish my degree. We were all set to leave and then she got pregnant. It was somewhat of a surprise to me, but I was too excited on being a father to care. Eventually her friend got married as well and he stopped coming over. With one exception, he would always make it a point to come to Lola's birthday. Now, this friend already has a kid of his own, 1.5 years older than Lola, and would bring him to the party. When I tell you that these 2 look nearly identical, that doesn't even begin to describe it. Eventually these 2 became the same body build, hair color, and face and nose shape. Everyone would mistake them as siblings. That's when these thoughts first got into my head. A few years later we eventually had Rachel and I wanted to try moving again so I could finally finish my degree. Also at this time, my ex's friend had also recently got married to his new girlfriend, who my ex hated, always saying she didn't seem to be a right fit for him. After great resistance from her we finally moved to the other state. Things quickly unraveled in our relationship and we divorced. Not how I imagined things going, but that is life. They moved back to her family and coincidentally her friend immediately divorced when they returned. Then soon after that the both of them started dating and then got married. I am happy for them, I really am. But when I went to go visit them for the summer, Lola asked me if she could take her stepdad's last name, which really hurt, but if it was what she truly wanted I wasn't going to deny her that. Rachel wanted to keep her last name as it makes her feel closer to me. Then the thing that really set me off. For some reason we were all joking about no more kids even though Lola wants another sibling, and she was sad she would never get one. Me and my current significant other have been thinking of having a kid, so I told her as much. She wasn't really amused, saying that she meant for her mom and her stepdad to have a kid, because a baby from me wouldn't really be their sibling like her mom and her stepdad's. Her mom quickly interjected saying that would be the case for them too, as they would only be half siblings. It felt very forced, and now that I'm back home it's all I can think about. I haven't really talked with my eldest for the past week and a half because of it. I don't want to be thinking this, I don't want to believe my ex would have done that. She was a lot of things during our marriage, but I would never in a million years think of her as a cheater.
But now it's all I can think about.
I couldn't keep this one to myself. I need to know if I sound crazy or not. What do I do? I may be crazy, but I don't think she's my child because everything doesn't seem right. Like my ex-wife's friend used to come to our house every time it was my daughter's birthday, and now all of a sudden they got married? What do I do? Should ask for a paternity test?